My name is Mike, and this is the Hot Seat. On the Hot Seat this morning, the aftermath of Super Tuesday, and women carried Mitt Romney through Ohio. And I know I'm going to take a beating on this, but I don't care. Women accuse men of thinking with their penises, yet last night shows that women find their vaginas more important than a failed economy and a failed foreign policy. And Obama, the mainstream media, and Rush Limbaugh cleverly made the birth mandate the forefront of this election, as opposed to the failed economy and a failed foreign policy. Obama's been president for 37 and a half months, and he is at minus 2 million in job creation. Reagan was a plus 6 million by the end of his first term. Nobody wants to talk about that. All the mainstream media wants to say is that, well, Apple's creating jobs. Apple's creating quality jobs. Well, let me tell you something, my friends. Like a one-legged table, this economy is not going to stand on one company. And as our politicians drive us closer and closer to a European-style country, Apple's prosperity is going to collapse like a mobile home in a Kentucky tornado. Mark my words. But nobody talks about it. Everybody keeps talking about, well, Mitt Romney, well, he's spending more money, so he's winning. Well, what does that say about the American voter? Why do they have to spend money at all? With the internet, you can find out who these guys really are. I've been saying it for weeks on my old handle. Go to RomneyTaxes.com if you want to know who the real Mitt Romney is. How the hell is a man that was 47th in job creation and a one-term governor gonna turn around this entire country's economy? Not going to happen. And let's talk about the failed foreign policy. All 5 candidates have a failed foreign policy. Hussein thinks he's just gonna squeeze Iran to death with these stupid little sanctions. Barry, if Iran wants nukes, Iran is going to get nukes. Outside of obliterating Iran with our own nuclear weapons, if they want it, they're going to get it. The other 4 of you, 2 wants to bomb them. One guy says, well, let's create energy on our own and get out and make gas 250. First of all, Newt, yeah, you're on the right track as far as being energy self-sufficient, but that's not going to happen. As long as the kings of the Federal Reserve, and I urge people who's ever seeing this, go and see that. As long as the kings of the Federal Reserve own the oil companies and own our currency and own our politicians, forget it. Because you know what? Gas could become $2.50 tomorrow. All Obama has to do is sign an executive order. He loves to do those. And regulate gas to $2.50 a gallon. And say, tough, Mobile Exxon, tough. Because do you people even know why your food prices are going through the roof? Do you know why your electric bill is going through the roof? Why clothes are going through the roof? Because all your goods and services are transported either by planes, trains, trucks, or boat. And they all run on fuel. They all run on gas and oil and trains that run on electricity. How is electricity generated? By electric companies. And how do they get electricity to you? Through these massive generators. And how are these massive generators getting electricity to you? From oil. That's why all the prices are going through the roof. Not because it was cold one day in Florida or one day there was a mudslide in California. It's the price of oil. And that's making us broke. So the first step to helping the American people, and I'm for free enterprise. Normally I'm not for regulation, but if you want to regulate something, regulate the damn price of oil and put money back in our pockets. But back to the Middle East real quick. Everybody's got a failed foreign policy, and that includes my man Ron Paul. Well, let's use diplomacy. Forget it. Forget it. The Middle East is a lost cause. The United States government has been in this circle jerk for 64 years. Since Britain annexed Israel and they became a nation. 64 years we've been playing this game, and it's the same story. And Arabs and Israelites have hated each other since even before man was able to carve a circle on a stone. It's a lost cause. We should just get the hell out and take the handcuffs off of Israel and say, have at it, boys. Have at it. But no. We've turned this election into, well, my vagina is more important. Like Chris Rock said, women, feed me, fuck me, shut the fuck up. But that's what this election is all about. You women last night pushed across a man that's 47th in job creation, and he kisses everybody. Oh, Tennessee's my state, Michigan's my state, Oklahoma, every state, Massachusetts is my state, all of it. It's a disgrace. And Rick Santorum, my advice to you, keep your mouth shut. Nobody wants to hear about your 7 kids and your Puritan lifestyle. You blew it again last night. Nobody asked you to talk about the birth mandate. You brought it up again. And when people envision your 7 kids, you know what people think about? When you say, no birth control, and my 7 kids in the same sentence. They think of a single mother on welfare with 7 kids that we're all paying for. That's what people think. And forget, I told you, America doesn't want to hear about your Puritan lifestyle. All you got is the Bible Belt. And the Bible Belt couldn't push Pat Buchanan across the finish line. They ain't gonna push you. Nobody cares. Not even me. I'm sure you would call me a deviant because I'll tell you, I like pornography. That's right. Pornhub.com. There's my plug. Get all the free porn you want. And my favorite section is the guy on 2 chicks section. And my wife knows about it. Matter of fact, she even watches it with me. We sometimes have porn night. And I don't care. And nobody else does, Rick. Shut up. You know what the proper response is? The federal government cannot push policy on religious institutions because it's unconstitutional and it's illegal. And as far as the insurance companies go, they are regulated state to state. Have them create regulation. Leave it to the states. Stay out of it, Rick. And Newt Gingrich, all you've got is a $2.50 gas. Well, I told you how that could happen. And Ron Paul, listen, brother, I'm still going to write you in. and my vote's not going to count. Get it through your head. If last night has proven anything, the Republican Party doesn't want you. Do service to people like me and the millions of your supporters. Break away from the Republican Party. Get on the independent ticket and make our votes count. And this malarkey that people have handed to me, that, well, he'll just get Obama elected, he'll take votes away from the Republicans. Not true. Not true. Because Obama is already beating the entire pack with Ron Paul still as a Republican. So, folks, we've got nothing to lose. If anything, Ron Paul will take votes away from Obama. Obama only has 50% of his constituents on his side. He's getting a lot less campaign contributions from the average citizen. A lot less. And Ron Paul, you owe it to your supporters to let us be heard. And the only place that we're going to be heard is at the voting booth. Make my vote count and break away from the Republican Party. My name is Mike, and this is the Hot Seat.